Fantastic. Hello, everyone. It's your boy Gray. Um, and today we are starting off on a wonderful little one shot of a small system called Escape from Dino Island, not Escape to Dino Island. I can't put myself fantasies into games I run.
It's like I was about to say,
Um,
was this Escape to Witch Mountain or something?
it's Escape from Dino Island. You're gonna be stuck there in a second. Um, Speaking of which, we open up to a wide, open, expanse sky over a crystal blue ocean, and the sounds of one of the rickiest old not helicopters, airplanes you've ever heard, chugging through the sky, almost spewing out black smoke as it's going through. That's how bad this sounds. Um, painted very sloppily, painted sloppily on the side. It says Dino Sky Tours. Um, and we cut into the cockpit, and there is this dude dressed in khaki. He's probably around 240 pounds. He's a little slobby. He's got on like a really crumpled looking safari hat and sunglasses. And he looks back to the crew, the passengers he has, and he's like, "All right, folks, we're getting pretty close to the island herself. Won't be able to land on it, but you'll be able to see some real neat things from above." And the camera pans back to our wonderful cast and crew. Who would like to go first?
Wow.
Did we play rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors?
We play rock, paper, scissors. Let's fucking do it! I'm not holding any gremlin blame back. This is
Right.
dumb. It's quick.
So-
Let's go.
Roll a d20 and whoever rolls the highest goes.
Yes.
Fuck. Why are you trying to fuck me over?
Hey! Let's go, motherfuckers. I'm going last.
Rock on, rock on.
Oh, there's a
You
tie.
Roll off.
Fist
Roll
fight.
off. Roll off.
Alright, guess I'm going. Well, one of these characters is a mid-20s woman by the name of Roberta Quinn. She's actually a doctor. Got her fucking doctorate, from doctor college. Did doctor things. She heals people. She's rather nice and friendly.
I love that introduction. 10 out of 10.
Just
You are strapped into one of the seats. You're looking out the windows, and you can even see the island right there on the horizon, coming closer. So next we go to the loser of the roll-off. Hello, Kens.
Hi. So, sitting in one of the seats is a small child. She's about 8. Her feet don't touch the floor because she's pretty short. And she's all but vibrating in her seat with excitement. That's what you get.
You're good. This was quick, slap it together and go, so it's perfectly fine. Glad to have you on board, Cassie. Alright, next on the rolls. That's going to be Lyric. Would you like to reintroduce yourself?
would. So, in another seat, there is a very big woman sitting there. Like, she is at least 6 feet tall and built like a brick shit house. She's also vibrating in her seat, but for a different reason. It's because this plane is giving her anxiety. She wants to get up and fix it, but she can't.
Fantastic. Alright, so that leaves, I believe, Hunter. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Name's Hunter Parson. Perhaps you've heard of me and my magnificent mustache. I'm the slayer of the man-eater of the Congo, vanquisher of the terror of the Amazon. And here I hope to take the greatest game possible.
Fantastic. I love everybody so far. And last but certainly not least, Shady. Let's see what
Hello.
you got.
Yeah, in the last seat, you just see what looks like a Jurassic Park velociraptor wearing a crudely taped on fake beard and mustache combo.
What?
This is Drake Smith, this incarnation.
Don't know what I was expecting.
I don't know what I was expecting, but okay.
Oh, wow.
Steal my words, son of a bitch.
Yeah. God damn, and it works too with your ability. That's not fair, but okay. Okay, we're gonna owl in this situation.
Hold on, I gotta make this icon. So that's why I jumped out of game. So and I'm coming to the island to find my dear old papa.
You've come to the island to find your dear old papa. Okay, we're going weird as fuck. Why not?
So, Shady, we doing like a bear, fuck.
We're doing like a-
Paddington Bear rules where it's just no one talks about it. It's just act as normal.
I think we're doing a chicken boo.
All
You
right.
seem like a fine gentleman, I must say.
Thank you. Okay, what's the best beard for this?
So you're flying along, and your pilot's like, here we are. Welcome to Dino Island from the skies, the safest place you can view this absolute hellhole. And you start to come down here towards the beach, towards the bottom of the island, which is oddly enough shaped in the shape of a claw. That's not weird.
Not concerning.
And as you do, a cacophonous screech suddenly shakes your cabin. I have no idea how some of these mechanics work. It's simpler than
Monster of the Week.
Monster of the Week. But it is also sometimes I gotta railroad the situation a little bit. So there's a cacophonous shriek, and you look out your windows to see one of the most terrifying things one can see while trapped in a small little box hundreds of feet above the sky. A pterodactyl.
I say, it's a dinosaur! Quick, hand me my rifle!
And as you go for your rifle in the pressurized air cabin, it swoops down and starts attacking the top of your plane. The engines violently explode in a burst of fire and black choking smoke.
Honestly, that was going to happen without the dinosaur.
Yeah. My surprise was, wait, this thing's pressurized?
This thing's pressurized? Barely. And not anymore, as claw marks pierce through there and the wind starts rushing forward and the plane goes veering downwards faster and faster, violently and tragically, and it crash lands on the bottom of Dino Island into the beach.
Fuck!
Luckily, you all were wearing this modern invention called seat belts. Because airplanes have those for some reason.
So you stay in
And
your
you
seat
all-
so they can find your dead corpse.
You stay in the seat so they can find your dead corpse. But in this situation, it saved your lives somehow.
Please tell me, how is my mustache?
It's on fire.
Ah!
Roll me a fit to put out your mustache.
Oh, what?
Fit! How do you just roll fit?
I don't know.
Run? Yeah,
This is fit.
yeah, fair.
You know
Sure.
what? That's fair. You're running to put your mustache out. I'll take it. You got a great success. Not only do you run out of the airplane to put out your mustache, you actually are able to get to the edge of the water and submerge your face into it and pull it out, and your mustache is no longer on fire. And in fact, is not even singed.
Oh,
Marvelous.
rest assured, my companions, this is surely a good sign of our adventure.
Yes, the important things have been saved. Truly, we are in a wonderful time. Huzzah.
Alright, so, how the crap do we get off of here?
You find yourself on a beach. Nice, white, pearly sand, palm trees and strange plants coming out of the undergrowth, meeting the ocean and giant rocky waves. Rocks off the shore where waves are beating upon. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of quiet. I need to roll something.
While we're sitting on the beach, Roberta's gonna look around and go, "Is anyone out?"
I don't think I am, no.
Yes?
Huh?
Raptors versus Rex in my ear. What the fuck?
What?
Sorry. I have the ambience going, and we've hit the Velociraptors fighting the Tyrannosaurus part, apparently. But we're going to ignore that. That's not relevant to our game. As you are going through and enjoying your beachside adventure. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones.
I'm digging.
You're looking out across the ocean, and you see a large, massive fin break the waves, raising upwards, almost like a strange shark fin. But as it flops, you realize that is not the back fin of a shark, but the mobile limb of something large as it splashes back into the water.
I'm gonna go into the wreckage and find a wrench or some shit.
I say, it's another dinosaur. Quick, fetch me my rifle.
I am on it. One moment, I am doing some very important work.
Can I, Can I look through the wreckage to find something to use to hit things with real hard? There's an option for scavenge, but I have to tell a story to do it.
Yes, you will have to scavenge, and I want you to tell me a story about it.
Right. So, she starts digging through the wreckage of the plane, and she goes, this kind of pisses me off with this plane. Look at this goddamn, look at the engine here. They have it put together with fucking duct tape and paper clips. Is that paper clips in here? Is there fucking rubber bands in the engine? What the hell is this crap? And she's just digging through the everything, and it's something inefficient that infuriates you.
Yes. So what were you specifically looking for?
Something big and heavy to hit things with.
Ah, fantastic. As you're digging through the literal hodgepodge together of an engine that should have never flown, how is this flying? This fucking pisses me off. You find what was literally one of the support ruts for the engine to be a wrench.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this airplane.
Do you pull the wrench?
Pull it.
Yes.
Do it.
I
You
pull
grab
the wrench.
the wrench and you, it's stuck and you're fighting it and you pull it free and there's the sound of groaning metal as the engine self-collapses down onto you.
Okay.
Or collapses around you, not onto you.
So she's just standing there in the wreckage of an engine.
Pretty much. But you have a wrench.
She vibrates again. Like, this time you can tell that she is absolutely enraged, and she visibly calms herself and walks out of the circle of fucking engine parts with her wrench. Is very quiet.
I have changed my avatar. All is well.
You need to switch to your persona, though. I can't see it. Let me refresh my page.
It's because you did the main avatar instead of onto the page. Character sheet.
I can't see it. Shady, can you just upload it for me?
Oh my god. Shady, what the hell?
I told you! Listen. I wasn't bullshitting when I said I was in the middle of doing something important. That was the important thing.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna have
Shady.
to unblack the fucking display just to see that.
You have to shot.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
That is a dashing gentleman.
Indeed. Okay. Okay.
So, other question, like, is the pilot still alive, or is just like...
That is,
That too.
that is a lovely question. You turn back to see, hey, was the guy who was flying the plane alive? And you look down the beach to where there's been a mysterious sound coming from, but you can't quite place. And he's standing there, and he's staring at the trees. And he's kind of like looking up a little bit, like he's seeing something you can't quite see, really. Hold on. I made icons because icons are fun and they make me feel important. Let's see, where is it? And as you look down on the beach, a wonderful lad emerges from the trees above him. I will make this large enough for people to see.
Oh yes, the L-Saurus.
He looks so happy to be here, right?
Uh-huh.
So grateful to be here. And he leans down and he grabs the pilot by the waist and his mouth opens wide and he bites down.
Alright.
We should be going now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Indeed.
Haste! We must make haste.
And
Tally ho!
holding the bloody remains of your pilot, he looks up, like neutral faced, and then that smile grows again.
Oh, I fucking hate you.
And he drops the body of the pilot.
Quit being a pig! You have the whole body there!
Humans don't even taste that good. They taste like rotten pork. It's just awkward.
Bruh.
So I don't have a great party icon mover for the map. I should have thought of that. So we're going to use my boy Leroy. You are the Leroy. Where do you go?
Away.
Away?
I guess
Yes.
we go north since he's
Up here?
covering... Since he's covering east and south.
Yes, you run north.
West.
I need everyone to roll me the run move.
Fuck.
I did.
Be fit run. I'm gonna fail this. Yep,
Oh no!
I succeeded.
I did not.
Roberta!
Quinn has a garbage fit.
So, Hunter and Drake lead the run into the forest, thick on the thrill of adventure. Lyric and Cassie, you have two options. You're a little slower than the others. One because you're short as hell and 8 years old, and the other one because you're a fucking giant of a person. Would you like? You have an option. You can either get to the new location, or you'll be pursued by our wonderful smiling friend. Or you can escape the threat into a new potentially bad situation.
What do you think, Kitsy?
Oh, let's go into a new situation. Why not?
Let's just bumble fucking something new, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you two blindly charge off into the jungle with them. Roberta, you're trying to cover up the back because you want to make sure your friends are okay. However, our smiling friend here has caught up to you. And he looks down at you, and he kind of cocks his head a little bit. That's the wrong character page. I need to pull up your character page. Interesting. And it swings out with a clawed arm, and you are going to take an injury. You can put a slash, because you got slashed.
Slashed.
It did not bite you, like your pilot, because your pilot was an idiot.
Yeah. She's gonna keep going, muscling through the pain and blood and just keep running with the others.
Fantastic. So you charge forward into the jungle. And as you delve into it, you begin to realize you have become lost. There are no landmarks. There is no way to tell quite where you are stuck in this copse of trees. So I'm going to need everybody... Well, at some point I need everybody to either roll me a clever check to see if they can figure their way out of it, or you could argue a fit check, or if anybody has an ability to help them navigate out of here, that would be useful. But you have become, unfortunately, hopelessly lost and split up from each other.
I'll try.
Drake, what the fuck?
He's just wise beyond his years.
You know what? That's fine. You're coming home anyway.
You said it was clever?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The only thing I have for clever, I'm just gonna roll it.
I'm going to apologize, but
Wow.
I'm going to get you all killed, apparently.
Me too.
No, that's 3 of you.
It's fine. We're all
Holy
dumb. We're all
Fantastic.
dumb as fuck.
It's fine. It's great. It's wonderful. So you're walking through the copse of trees on Dinosaur Island, and this gives me an interesting opportunity to pull out the secret suppliers block a lot earlier than I was expecting to pull the secret supplies animal out. And you're wandering through the trees, and you're trying to find it. Drake, as you start looking around, you spy 2 features that catch your interest. Straight dead ahead, there seems to be a strange man-made tower here.
Okay.
And a swamp beyond it.
Hey,
or
guys.
you continue through the jungle.
I see a tower up ahead. Do we want to go to that?
You say to the one person who's with you.
You turn around, and you can see from your vantage point where everyone is, and everyone can see Drake, including the new friend.
New friend?
What?
Including the new friend, because as Lyric... okay, so as Hunter starts to pursue, he bumps into Lyric trying to hide because there's potentially an Allosaurus after them. Along with Roberta catching up. And as you go forward, you bump into a weird furry log.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh, yay.
It's a ground sloth! Because fuck you, this is my game. I can have a ground sloth.
That's the weirdest dinosaur I have ever seen.
You're right. It is really freaking weird. Why is there a ground sloth on a tropical island? And it raises its shaggy head to you and looks. And I need to roll something.
Is this what caught all of us on the miss?
Everyone on the miss face plants into it pretty much. It's one of those situations where like you're cutting from everybody's perspective and you all run into a tree, except the tree in fact moves. Huh.
It's like a Looney Tune situation.
It's a Looney Tune situation. One of you is literally a dinosaur with a beard. We went Looney Tunes immediately. But instead of the intelligent recognition that the Allosaurus seemed to have for you before, this dopey-eyed, long-tongued motherfucker kind of like looks down and like leans slowly downwards, slowly looking at you. And in particular, you know, Lyric, I think it'd be the funniest with you so far. You've already kind of gone with I am the angry gremlin here, why am I on this island?
It's fair.
And it looks at you, and its tongue like comes out of its mouth, and it licks you with like almost 1.5 foot of tongue. It's like being licked by a giraffe.
She's visibly holding herself back from grabbing the tongue and yanking it out of its mouth. She's like, that's
good.
That would be a bad idea, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And you look and you see the claws, which are one claw is almost as big as your head, and it has 4 of them. It's probably a bad idea to yank the tongue.
Yeah, bad idea. She just, like when there's a really friendly dog and you're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, so Cassie, as the kid of the group, that thing is big and smelly and has big claws and it's scaring the crap out of you.
Yeah, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
So you are perfectly hidden in a bush and it does not see you. But yeah, so now there's a Megatherium around.
It's fine.
Yes, it's fine.
I say, it doesn't seem aggressive.
That does.
And as you are admiring and have worked out a few ways, the sounds of trees spreading come around, and out comes a blood-stained but familiar smiling face in the Allosaurus.
Question: how big is the ground sloth compared to the Allosaurus?
About equal size. The ground sloth's actually leaning a little bit bigger. The Allosaurus wasn't that big.
Alright, I got a solution. I'm gonna fucking hide in the ground sloth fur. Well, motherfucker wants to kill me. It's gotta go through, a giant lump of fur with enormous claws.
I guess roll me another hide check. See what happens, Cassie.
Cassie?
Oh, not Cassie. Fuck. I'm not gonna... Roberta. Yes, you're the one with the Jurassic Park name.
Nah.
Oh no!
No. Yes,
it's already on top of us, so how does this change anything?
So this actually works out really well. So you go to dive into the ground sloth fur, who kind of rears up and makes eye contact with the Allosaurus, and then something weird happens.
Mm-hmm.
The Allosaurus opens its mouth, but instead of roaring or hissing or generally what a carnivore would normally make in this sort of a situation, a sound of clicking happens. And then the Megatherium goes from slow and sluggish and kind of stiffens for a brief second. And the pupils dilate and the tongue rolls back into its mouth and the claws of the Megatherium flex. And it looks down right at you, Roberta.
So the Allosaurus can control other creatures by clicking its tongue. Fun.
I mean, sure.
That's
You're in
not-
a bit of a rock and a hard place right now. You might need to do something. Or other people can do other things if they would like.
Try running again, but I'm probably going to die.
I'm going to help.
I fetch my rifle.
Sure. Fascinating, Drake. Let me pull up your character sheet.
Who is that?
Excuse me.
Zintai.
Fantastic. You can choose one of the following. Hunter, we're gonna go to you first because yours is the easiest. You grab your rifle and fire, and you can choose that either you aren't injured or you injure the enemy.
Way. But sure as I injure the enemy.
Fantastic. So you're a big game hunter who's hunted all sorts of big, nasty, furry things. This is none like any other. So you raise your rifle and you shoot at the Megatherium because the Allosaurus freaks you out just a little bit. The Allosaurus is mentally distracted. The bullet pierces into the Megatherium, and it gives us surprising howl that allows for Roberta to escape from injury. But as it goes down and it swings around, its tail slams into you, and you go flying into a tree. Take an injury of oof, impact.
I say.
Drake.
Huh.
So you are rolling to help your friend escape,
Yes.
and you're going to do so successfully. But I need you to choose one. Are you two
Okay.
separated from the group, or you solve their problem to create one for yourself?
I'm feeling spicy. Let's go option number 2.
Fantastic. So you leap into the way to catch the attention of the Allosaurus because you're a paleontologist and you know how to handle an Allosaurus. That's
Indeed.
totally it, right?
Yeah.
And the Allosaurus turns to you and it looks to you in the eyes. And then that clicking noise comes, but it stops. And the mouth shuts and it cocks its head. The grin it had gone.
I cock my head back.
Then it reaches for you.
What can I do to... Do I click, like, run to avoid it?
Yes. You can try
Running.
to run.
Aha! Try?
You are the fastest paleontologist I've ever seen in my life. It's almost superhuman with how fast you're running, Drake.
I did track in high school! And he shouts that in character, by the way.
Alright, I'm gonna see this bullshit, and if Cassie would let me, I'm gonna use the take my hand to pick you up and run the fuck away.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Alright, so I'm gonna use take my hand with fit.
Okay.
And I guess we're going to separate from the group because fucking run.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. I need 2 party icons now. Hold on. I feel like I should stick with the dinosaur theme of just the random art. So that's not the right one. Hold on. There we
Do
go.
I need to run after getting plowed into a tree?
You can flee. if you wish. But you are a big game hunter, and these are two of the biggest game you've ever seen in your life.
Good points.
I have a wrench.
I have a pocket knife.
Oh boy.
I have a pen light.
I can shank at least one dinosaur once.
We'll do that when there's no other no other choice.
That's good because I'm a snack size.
This gritting motherfucker will just pop you in his mouth. Like a tic tac.
Okay.
Or a piece of gum. Just chew and then.
So, were you staying to fight, or were you going to run, Scene?
I'm gonna stay and fight.
Alrighty. Roll me a fight. 'Cause I
20.
believe that's one of the things you can roll.
You, hideous beasts, I'll take you down.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So fantastic. You reach forth. Which one are you shooting?
Megatherium.
You look at the Megatherium, who's like suddenly become very stiff and menacing, and you go, "Ah, yes, like that one time in Alaska with that bear." You raise your rifle, which I'm assuming is this like blunderbuss-esque looking gun. It's nothing modern by far. You have to have a gun to match your mustache, and using your mustache to pull back the Glock, you fire. And a hole rips into the Megatherium. It gives a gurgling moan and collapses onto the ground. Dead.
Wow. That's a pathetic Megatherium.
Well, yes, it's a
How you do it?
It is a mammal on an island of dinosaurs, Shady. Give it some credit.
But one gunshot? Please.
Two. This is the second one it got. And he got, like, extra damage on it, so it's good.
Ah, pathetic. Its forefathers weep.
Fuck, Shady.
God damn. Okay, so you do that, and it drops down, and the Allosaurus looks to you and grins back to its murderous ways. And you look around, Scene, and you realize your compatriots have fled.
Ah, the cowards.
To be fair, one of them was bleeding. One of them is still there trying to lure the Allosaurus away. Two of them have fled. One of them was the kid, the 8-year-old, and they're going this way.
Okay.
Into the swamp.
Into the swamp.
I'm still good to study my rifle again.
You are still fighting. Okay, Mr. Parson.
Yep.
Another 12.
What the fuck? So you raise your rifle once more, and the Allosaurus comes forth to charge at you, and you blast your gun. And the surrounding force pierces it in the shoulder, and it screams in the surprise and pain, and stumbles back a bit.
How'd you like that, you bastard?
And its head turns, and it looks at you, and part of it is that cold reptilian menace you were hoping it would have, but is underset by an unnerving intelligence that it recognizes far more than it should. And this Megatherium's dead, so he's gonna live in the ocean now. All the dead dinosaurs are gonna go over here.
I mean, there were ancient sloths that swam. It's fine.
The Megatherium.
Yes, like the Megatherium, known for its excellent swimming skills.
It breaches like a whale, doing a majestic wah as it lands headfirst, kicking its leg.
Only here, ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen. Only here, ladies and gentlemen, can you see the beauty of the past truly brought back to its full might and majesty.
What? The Megatherium do a backstroke.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm a paleontologist. I would know.
It's true.
That's still me.
Alright, if you're gonna pull that card, if you're going to pull that card, I need you
Yes.
to roll me your paleontologist skill. Dinosaur expert.
Oh, the dice are doing this on purpose.
I can help. This game's been waiting for this shit.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Holy
So,
shit.
I made you roll that on a meme. But
Yeah.
it's too good of a roll for me to ignore. So you're starting to realize that this animal is an Allosaurus. It is male Allosaurus and is a carnivore. You get to ask 3 of the following questions. What is its drive? What is its power? It stays hungry, it devours. I'm sorry, that's a little mean. What is its drive? What are its moves? What size pack does it travel in? And what is its weakness?
Okay. What is its weakness, first of all?
They do not like having fire and or being stabbed in the stomach.
Good hunter, sir!
Yes.
Its stomach is the weak point.
I hear you. I'll stab it with bullets.
Fucking. What? I mean, it's technically not wrong.
What fuck?
Ooh, only mild.
Oh, Jesus.
But you did aim for the stomach.
Good aim for the stomach. Ooh.
I pick that I am not injured in this one.
Okay. So you go to injure the beast in its stomach. You raise your rifle, aim it high, and as you blast, it hits not its stomach, but the claw swipe that you nearly were hit with, and it like pulls back, howling in pain as it's shaking its hand as it's burning from the damage of the bullet. Okay, you are trying your best to kill this Allosaurus. Let's go to somebody who hasn't said anything in a little bit. Since we got the 2 that have run off, the 2 that are hunting it. Cassie!
Yeah.
No, Cassie's one of the ones that ran off.
Yeah.
Roberta!
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I guess she'd be following the lyrics since she's also trying to get away from the damn thing.
Fantastic, you are now in Crew Swampland. That's all I needed to know. So we're going to go to Crew Swampland for a second.
Right.
As you are fleeing from the terrifying Allosaurus and Megatherium, you dash northwards, trying desperately to hit the coast. You can almost see the coast, but the further you get in, the more brackish and thick it gets. And you realize you've stumbled into what looks like a miniature replica of the Florida Everglades. And not like Not like, somebody going like, oh, this is a swamp. It's like the Florida Everglades. Like, someone has very particularly designed this area. It feels almost just a little too artificial Florida Everglades.
Hmm.
Great.
It's hot, it's wet, and there's mosquitoes. Doctor, if you would like to try to patch yourself up, I would let you roll for that. You are bleeding in a swamp full of...
Technically, she can't. That's something you can only do as a advancement.
A makeshift solution to a problem? Could I wrap that up? Without, so
You
she
want to
doesn't
do a jury
bleed?
rig? You want to do a jury rig to stop the bleeding? Do a jury rig to stop the bleeding.
If Raven doesn't want me to, I won't.
Here's the thing is, there's the on the safety moves. There is instruct. I could instruct her on the proper way to dress a goddamn wound.
Yes.
Then we could add up.
Then you could roll it.
All right.
Okay, I will roll instruct. 8. And it says I have to tell a story.
Tell a story. I want to hear it.
Let's see here. I see. The time you were terrified. So, basically, she's having a flashback to the first time she ever did like live surgery on a living person, and there was so much blood, and it basically just made her faint, and so she got over that eventually, of course. But now it's her blood, and she's actually feeling faint and woozy from blood loss. So it's having a bit of a PTSD resurgence.
And I'm assuming you're telling her this as she's stitching you back up.
It doesn't say you have to tell a story to other people. It just says tell a story.
Okay.
I don't know how the system works.
We're finding out, Raven. We're finding out.
I just took it to mean that you were telling a story in character of some bullshit that happened to you.
You tell a story.
I believe that is how it is angled, but it works.
You're telling a story as being angry at machinery.
Yep.
That's not really telling a story. I don't know.
Okay, so... The instruct move... While Lyric is patching you up, we're going to actually bounce to Cassie for a second. Cassie, what are you doing while they're patching up the bleeding doctor? You're in the swamp.
Yeah, I am looking around. Like, I'm staying within, eyesight, but I'm definitely exploring.
Fantastic. There's a couple of logs you could bounce off of. There's a few rocks. There's one in particular that looks like it'd fit you just perfectly.
Yeah, I'll go do my balance beam act on that.
Yes. So, you see as you're instructing them, the young kid, who really shouldn't even be here, go and jump on a rock and start practicing their balancing act, as kids are often wont to do. And the waters around that rock shift. And up from the depths.
30 stories high?
Not 30 stories high, unfortunately. But I thought about it. You see a long neck with a head on the end, full of strange peg-shaped teeth emerge, with on top of it the child.
Wait, I'm on top of its head?
You're on top of its head.
Oh, I'm gonna hang on if I can.
Sure. What would you roll for that?
Would that be a hold onto your butt?
That would be a hold on to your butt. There is not a better situation for that.
Oh dear.
Works for me. So you are holding on successfully, And you two look up, and there's another fucking dinosaur on Dinosaur Island. What the fuck is this shit?
As I'm holding onto it, can I shout down to them, guys, it's a dinosaur!
Yes.
It sure is, kiddo.
Let me roll something real quick.
How the fuck did you get up there?
You say that, and the head swivels and turns and looks at you for a second.
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
And it starts munching on plants it has in its mouth. And it just kind of looks at you with an attitude of, like, hi, that was me.
Can I, like, wave my hand, like, with some branches in it to get it to lower its head and maybe the kid can slip off when it's lower to the ground?
Sure, I need you to roll me a look over there.
Okay. Oh, good. That's what I wanted.
So yes, you wave a set of branches over its head, and the dinosaur moves closer to shore, and gets taller, and taller, and that neck keeps on going up. So I'm going to have to ask Cassie, as it's bending down to eat these branches, I need you to roll me either a run or a hold on to your butt. Both will have a -1.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So
that sucks.
I feel bad hurting kids, so I'm not going to hurt you too bad. Your injury is going to be a sore butt. You can just write that down already.
Great, alright.
Sore butt.
Because you are 8 years old, and you recognize immediately the situation you're in. You can yabba dabba do this shit.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm taking a drink. So you go to do that, and you slide down, and you get up, and you slide off of its nose as it reaches up to eat, and you're in the middle of the air, and you're in the middle of the air, and you land flat on your ass. There is a butt print in the swamp muck.
I'm just gonna sit there for a long second and then look up at them. That was easier on TV.
Most things are. You're right.
Fantastic. Now, back to the big game hunters.
All right. It's time to finish you off.
Remember, aim for the... Oh.
Now, if you wish to help him, good Sir Drake, you may.
What would I hit for that?
Fight.
Okay. And I'm just gonna say I have a weapon.
Yes, you have a weapon of nondescript origin. You
Wow.
Alright, so both of you gotta pick. What happens?
I'm gonna go with...
I picked you aren't injured last time, so this time I'm gonna have to pick injured, and I'm gonna have to roll the casualty for this too.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh shit.
So,
Well, shit.
God.
So you get a second injury. We're not gonna make you. I'm not making you do the out of commotion thing yet. But if you get hit again, I will.
Okay.
Cause that's mean. We just got started. I'm not having you die.
The system literally gives you 2 hit points. Or not even 2 hit points, 1 hit point.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm nice. You get 2 hit points.
The system is simple, but it's vicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good lord.
It is simple but vicious because you cannot always fight dinosaurs. So, you're going to take a second grievous injury to your mustache. As it slashes you on the face.
Not the mustache. You fucking monster.
But as it slashes in to get close, you get it right in the chest. You can feel the pulse of the beast as you fire, and there is a sound of thunder that echoes through the forest. It chokes for a brief second and falls to the ground, dead. It'd be a shame if you had a doctor somewhere.
I do it.
Drake kicks it. Yeah, it's quite dead. Hard.
I say, good sir, was one of our companions a doctor?
Yes.
However,
However, she ran into the swamp. Also, he reaches in, he finds a shiny rock on the ground and holds it up. Your mustache. Okay, I have a question. How badly was his face hit under that? Like, does his face have a scratch?
so he's got like a proper set of like a claw scratch into his face. So it's gonna turn into a very dashing star. But it's hit the mustache, and that is his baby.
And depending on how it heals, he might not be able to grow the mustache how it was.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
If you hurry, you might be able to catch your doctor friends, though, and they might be able to save enough of your face to keep the mustache in one piece.
Holy shit.
Yes, before we go, I'm going to scavenge.
What does scavenge do? Interesting. So you make a lot of noise going through the dinosaur looking for useful parts. And you get into them and you're cutting through, like, there's some skin and there's some blood and then there's some metal and circuitry, and hold on a fucking second.
Wait a second. This isn't a proper dinosaur at all. This is either a cyborg or a robot.
What? That's... Then... a great feat. There's no sport in killing a robot.
You got gypped, good sir.
You nearly died fighting that thing. It's fine. Robot dinosaurs are scarier.
Cyborg dinosaurs.
Cyborg dinosaurs, that's a good one.
Also,
I'm taking this on.
I'm gonna roll something, and I'm going to roll it visibly for everybody.
Boy. N.
Neat.
Yeah?
As you are going through this and making this discovery, Drake, you pop your head up and something's off, and you look into the underbrush,
Mm-hmm.
and for a brief second, just a brief one, you think you see something move. Like a pair of eyes pulling off of you. And then it's gone. And then it's gone.
On the one hand, I could go and chase that, but on the other hand, and he's whispering this to himself, but on the other hand, I could see how the hunter does in the swamp. The latter seems funnier. Alright, let's go find the doctor.
So you move forward north towards the swamp. Roll me. I need you to roll things, right. I guess a run? I'm using run as a navigate skill. Holy shit.
Yen.
Interesting. So you go north, and Drake, you know where it's north because you got that good vantage view. You don't even really need this. So you run first to the radio tower. Or the tower, not necessarily the radio tower. It does kind of look like a strange telecommunication tower of some sort. It's a large metal pillar standing up through this primordial jungle with a large blue dome blinking once, twice,
3 times a lady.
repeatedly. 3 times a lady, yeah. That's a good one. And as you're doing that, you feel that sense of being watched again coming down your back. Just briefly. And then you feel it vanish as the sounds of something straight large thumping through the jungle emerge.
It feels like somebody wants to tell me something!
Yeah. But you're not quite sure what the fuck that is. Well, it's a dinosaur. It is just... You have no idea what kind of fucking dinosaur that is.
Obviously, it's a horse! Or a kangaroo.
And it crashes its way out from underneath the brush, shaking its body back and forth with those armored plates and spines rattling as it goes. And it howls an unearthly howl. And you guys in the swamp hear that.
Oh, they look like it sounds like they found some more shit.
And the sauropod's head like lifts up to look at the sound and then delves back underneath the waves.
At least that's one problem gone. Should we head that way?
Towards the noise?
Question. Since we had a minute to sit there and did Cassie actually have to mark off an injury for a bruised butt?
I am making Cassie do it because it's my sister and I love tormenting her.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
I guess while our hunter duo, bringing down the epic cyborg monstrosity, could use the downtime to heal that injury.
Cool. You no longer have a bruised.
Since it's just like wild bruising. It's mostly just like comforting the child, and it's fine. It's fine. You'll be okay in a minute. Just that kind of thing.
Fantastic.
No injury.
So hearing the noise, you rush forward and find you were pretty darn close to that tower yourself. And now you're a party again. Huzzah! But you are a party with a dinosaur problem.
What the hell is that thing?
I'm really proud of this, like, fundamentally.
So crouching in the tower, I can try and heal the hunter dude.
Yeah, it just kind of like came in crashing and making a bunch of noise and hooting and hollering and just kind of like making noise around the tower. It's behaving bizarrely.
Would you call this a perilous situation?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually have to roll for it. Great success!
Great success.
Yay, now you have, you're down to...
You're down to one wound.
One wound and you die again.
Thank you, Doctor.
Like she's bandaging him up, it's just... She lets it out. God, this is almost half as annoying as my Pilates class. As the story of how I blow off steam, Pilates.
The mustache is saved.
So, DM, we're inside of a sort of techno tower here.
It's like a weird techno tower. Kind of feels like almost like a radio tower, sort of, but more like a what's the word I'm trying to think of? It feels like it's a transmission point where it's a relay to a radio tower signal. There's probably a head radio tower somewhere. This is just a relay point. It's a strange, almost obelisk-looking piece.
So could I find something to make a makeshift solution to this problem, which is the dinosaur outside? Like find some sort of crap to cobble together and make a trap, maybe.
You may jury rig something.
Fucking jury rig. Fuck you. Alright, I broke the tower.
Fantastic.
I mean, that's also got to be good, right? Breaking the tower.
You start trying to grab anything. You're pulling the panels off. You're like trying to slap together a makeshift noisemaker out of computer parts and things. And your hand reaches around a set of... Oh, what's the word? Why is it going back to that? Oh, the ambience video was done. We'll pop on another ambience video. And you go for a series of what looks like relays to help power the noisemaker you're doing. And you grab them and you pull it out, and as you rip them out because you don't give a shit, you hear the terrifying sound of an electrical whine as it powers down. The
Oh, broke that.
And as that happens, the noise outside stops.
Mm-hmm. Is that good or bad?
No. You gonna go look? No one gonna go look?
I'll look.
Peek out a window or something.
So you peek out one of the windows of this strange obelisk. And you're looking out, and the strange rampaging dinosaur is stock still. Like, not even in like a funny pose, it is just stock still.
Ugh. Go outside and poke it. Like with my wrench, I'm just gonna like prod it in the side.
You step outside, and it seems a lot of those stranger noises you were hearing aren't going right now.
I guess this is a robot too.
A what? A what?
You prod as he says that, and you feel beneath the skin and what should be muscle, you hear a bit of a clunk.
Yeah. Look at the Allosaurus over there.
You're a little ways away from that. You can't quite see him from where you're at. But as you like touch it with your wrench, you do hear mechanical whirring.
Okay.
As and then as the thing inside this creature seems to activate on its own.
Okay, going back in the tower.
Does anybody watch it as they go back into the tower?
Greg shall, because he is curious about robot dinosaurs, even if they're fakes.
Oh, recovering.
Definitely going to keep an eye on Lyric in case, need to heal more people.
Yep. And the whirring isn't really loud, but you see the animal, you see the machine, as far as you can tell, start to breathe again.
Hmm.
And like the hands twitch and it becomes more fluid. And the head kind of like shifts a little bit and it shakes itself. And it kind of like pokes its head up and looks at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then without another word, just kind of trundles back off into the forest. Not acting weird or goofy at all.
Okay.
Gotta say, this island's a very weird place.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly, the sounds start to come back. Not as wild and cacophonous and near constant, but almost more naturalistically. As if things are going back to a way they should have been.
I think I turned some bullshit off on accident.
Well, it made it less violent, at least.
Well, you have made it surprisingly far. Farther than I expected. Though, to be fair, one of you did nearly die. I'm being nice.
The system is kind of built for murder.
Yes.
Yeah.
The system is built for murder, this is true. I have been nice.
So now what?
I'm gonna try to scavenge some crap from this now broken tower while I tell a story.
Tell a story.
So, she says this as she's pulling out wires and stuff. It's kind of a pain in the ass having to cut corners, but at least I didn't do it this way, as she's looking in the machine.
It feels relatively well built, but
Whatever this
Right.
is, there's like a lot of there should be more wiring in here for whatever they're trying to do. There's not enough in here for it. And I know how they feel because sometimes you just don't have enough money to stretch and then you gotta cut a corner, and that's my story. I'm gonna roll for scavenging. Probably won't get any. Oh, there you go.
alrighty. Roll me that scavenge. Let me see what you got.
I got a
Ignore
great
that.
success.
Great success. Was there anything in particular you were hoping for?
Just something useful to, like, either make something that could replicate that effect that just happened to that dinosaur, or something that could be used to maybe make something explode.
Okay. So, while you're scavenging through the literal guts of this strange tower, what you do find is you kind of figure out what kind of machine it is. And this was, in fact, a relay signal tower that was used to house and relay signals from a central component place roughly here. And you know it was roughly here because you now have a map. That could be useful.
Huh.
You do find enough pieces that you could, in theory, haywire together a trigger for an explosive, but you don't have the necessary material to light.
Okay. Yeah, well, I found this. She, like, pulls up a map. I'm gonna guess that I can, like, do that with my tablet that I have, my tablet in a durable case.
Yes.
Find an electronic map in the computer systems.
I forget you have that. So you actually are able to connect to a website that you've never seen before. No, we'll flavor it like this. You find a website that you were not able to see previously, because how the hell does this tower have internet? To the Dino Island experience. Rampage like no other. Unfortunately, a good chunk of the website is corrupted, but you are able to find a map link to the island itself, and are able to see a few photos, some of which are not fun.
Oh, good.
No. Did I not make I did not make... Mother trucker, I was going to make one. We'll have to make it later. We did start a little later, so I'm probably going to cut it a little short tonight.
Alright.
Okay.
But here. Let's see, you've already fought that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to roll a d8 real quick. Ah! Dice, don't fall on the floor. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. So you're able to find a photo, as you're also showing everybody a map, of one of the attractions.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Looks like we're not leaving by boat. Or either that, or that's in one of these lakes, or this river up here.
It's probably in all of them.
So, from what you're able to tell from this map, which seems to be both a user map and potentially for staff as well, because it shows the tower that you are currently at, you can tell that you can either head northwards to this radio tower, and you might be able to contact the mainland, or you can head up here around this lake to this one and potentially shut off this so the dinosaurs aren't acting so weird.
What does everybody think?
Or you can head to wherever the fuck this is.
She points to that and goes, I don't like that.
I guess go to the next thing to make the dinosaurs stop acting weird.
well, if you give me a few minutes, I can finish healing up our hunter here.
Sure.
All right.
Yes, that would be quite appreciated.
Because we're not in a peril situation, I can just heal that injury, but I do have to tell a story.
Tell us a good story, Raven.
All right.
Be the narrative person I know you can be.
Boy.
You're putting way too much energy into this. So yeah, it's a whole story as to why I became a doctor. I know it's going to sound very cliche, but I actually wanted to be a doctor to help people. Can't stand seeing, pain and hurt.
Well, that's as good a reason as any.
Very noble move.
So as she finishes up, bandaging and putting some medicine on the wounds and scratches and stuff.
Thank you very much.
No problem. It is literally my job and my pleasure. I don't know if we got a chance to introduce ourselves, but I'm Roberta Quinn, but call me Bobby.
Thank you very much. I am Hunter Parson.
Alright. Mode of, before she caught herself before saying, really? Because we'll talk shit about someone who shot a robo dinosaur for you.
Eric pulls her head and most of her body out of whatever panel she's in, wipes grease off her face onto her hand and then onto her pants and holds it out and says, "Name's Lyric."
Fucking takes that hand and squeezes.
I hope we can find a way out of here. She kind of glances over to Cassie and goes, "We're gonna get you out of here, kiddo. If I die trying."
Cassie's just gonna give you 2 big thumbs up.
Or Scatha adopts another person.
It's like people conspire against me. There is an 8-year-old character.
I don't think she knew. This was just an accident.
I know. Which means
Life is full.
She didn't know, but I am the GM. I knew.
God.
There's no other way for a sane person to react.
There's your joke. You play sane people.
Ah. Like a fucking loser.
Yeah. You weirdo.
God, what a strange person I am.
Indeed.
So, I'm curious, what happens when you fill up all your stories? I'm not there yet, but when
you do it, you get a level up.
Oh, that's how you level up. Okay.
Yeah, you tell stories so you can increase your abilities.
Okay.
Don't just keep telling stupid stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Idea.
Man, I've missed out on the ability to tell stories. Consarn it.
Well, Shady, this would be a perfect time for you to introduce yourself. And you have a whole bunch of things you could just do to introduce yourself with, such as how you fell in love with dinosaurs, why your arch rival is a hack, a thing you've never understood about people, a life lesson your mentor taught you, the story behind the fossil you carry.
I got it. Drake comes in, rubbing his scaly hands. You'd think they might be gloves. Drake Smith, paleontologist. And I came here to prove that damn Harry Jeremy was a liar and a scoundrel who could not do anything right.
Seriously?
Who has cheated to get his awards, to get the fame, to be like, yes, I have pulled one over on that scoundrel Drake Smith. No, he's a liar. I knew this because I found the directions where he finds all his finds, and they're from here, the very island my dear old papa had banished.
Shady, that was amazing, but I'm also shaking my damn head at you.
Just fucking serious. That's a lot more rage than I thought paleontologists had. Holy shit, dude.
You should read the tales of Edward Drinker Cope and whatever the fuck his rival was named.
Arthur Charles Marsh.
As the Sky Voice said, Arthur Charles Marsh.
Weren't they the two guys that kept playing with dynamite?
Probably.
Yes. The skybox says so. I have too much dinosaur lore.
Or not enough.
Be quiet, you.
Never.
Alrighty, so is 9:30 my time? We could continue on for another half an hour, but this would be a potentially good stopping point.
Yeah, I think this makes sense as the stopping point.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
I thought it was a one shot.
It
Can
is,
go
the
a
game
little
is designed for 2 to 4 hours. We have played an hour and a half.
Alright.
The goal is to get this done in 2 to 3 sessions.
Alright.
And I promise, I don't mean like the Melody arc 2 to 3 sessions.
It's fine, Gray.
2 to 3 or 8 sessions, gotcha.
No, in theory, you guys are either going to head up to the lake over here, or you're going to head to the radio tower. You'll get both of those done in a night with the mountain bits, and then you'll get to do the volcano, and the secret facility, and this shit over here, and then Jeremy over here.
Jeremy.
What the? Okay. I'm gonna stop recording unless you have something you want to say before I do.
Sure. I'll leave us off with a plot twist, as you do in those 60s dinosaur shows. As our adventurers chill in this strange relay tower of sorts, recovering from a very violent and abrupt introduction into this land of prehistoric beasts that aren't quite what they seem, a pair of several sets of eyes look upon the tower. One twists its reptilian head to the other, and unblinking eyes goes, "We will keep reconnaissance on them for now. Go back to the one. He will make sure things go as according to plan." The other nods and vanishes into the jungle, rushing back towards the mountain range, towards where their home truly is. The scout, meanwhile, delves back into the bush, claws twitching, teeth, lips pulling back into a strange reptilian snarl as it keeps its eyes closer on our terrifying adventures. Let's remand it!
Okay.
Okay.